Hey lovelies, in today's video we will be talking about how you can know which hair growth cycle your hair is in. Before we get into this video, please subscribe to this channel and I will continue to educate you on healthy hair growth and pump out videos like this one for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now let's get into this video. How do you know if your hair is in the anagen phase? It can be hard to determine if your hair is in the anagen phase just by looking at it because it's not always visibly apparent. However, there are a few indicators that can suggest your hair is in the anagen phase. The first way you can know if your hair is in the anagen phase is the growth rate. During the anagen phase, our hair grows 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch a month. So if you notice your hair is growing noticeably longer each month, most likely you're in the anagen phase. Even if it's not that noticeable, just do a length check at the end of each month with a measuring tape or use your own method to track your hair growth, and you should definitely be able to tell if your hair is in this phase. The second way you can tell if your hair is in the anagen phase is thickness. When our hair is in the anagen phase, our hair tends to be thicker and stronger than usual. If you notice thicker and stronger hair, most likely you're in the anagen phase. The third way you can know if your hair is in the anagen phase is length. The anagen phase lasts anywhere from 2 to 7 years depending on factors such as age, genetics, and overall health. If your hair has been consistently growing for several years without experiencing significant shedding or breakage, most likely you're in the anagen phase. How do you know if your hair is in a catagen phase? The first way you can know if your hair is in a catagen phase is the hair length. If you notice that your hair stopped growing and appears to have reached a plateau in terms of length, your hair could be in the anagen phase. And a lot of women can easily know if they're in this phase because I would always hear, "It always seems like my hair isn't growing. It's been the same length for months." Sis, it's probably because you're in the catagen phase. The second way you can know if your hair is in a catagen phase is shedding. As the hair transitions from the catagen phase to the telogen phase, which is the resting phase, it may start to shed. This shedding is a natural part of the hair growth cycle and typically results in the loss of a few hairs each day. The third way you can know if your hair is in the catagen phase is texture. Hair in the catagen phase may feel thinner or more brittle than in the anagen phase. This is because the hair is no longer receiving much nutrient from the dermal papilla. The dermal papilla consists of the cells in the hair follicle, which plays a main role in regulation of hair growth. Does it seem that no matter how well you moisturize your hair, it still feels brittle? It's probably because you're in the catagen phase. The fourth way you can know if your hair is in the catagen phase is the hair bulb or club hair. If you examine a hair that has fallen out, you may be able to see the shape of the hair bulb at the base of the hair shaft. The hair bulb of a hair strand in the catagen phase will be smaller or more elongated than the hair bulb of a hair in the anagen phase. Remember, if you saw my previous video, you know the catagen phase only lasts 2 to 3 weeks. If you haven't watched it yet, the link will be in the description down below. How do you know if your hair is in the telogen phase? The first way you can know if your hair is in the telogen phase is shedding. The most noticeable sign of hair in the telogen phase is increased shedding. It's normal to lose around 100 hairs per day, but during the telogen phase, the number of shed hairs may increase to more than 100 strands per day. The second way you can know if your hair is in the telogen phase is thinning. Hair in the telogen phase can give the appearance of thinning hair because many of the hair follicles are inactive and fewer hairs are growing. The third way you can know if your hair is in the telogen phase is the lack of the hair bulb. If you examine a hair that has fallen out, you'll notice that hair bulb, which is the base of the hair shaft, is absent. This is because the hair bulb is left behind in the scalp when the hair has fallen out. If you're still unsure about the state of your hair growth cycle, it's always best to consult with a hair care professional or a medical expert. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share, and see you in the next one. Bye.